Hey guys, how have you been? I've been terribly sick this week, but still kicking enough to suffer through drawing. I'm really glad I haven't felt too horrible, but I digress. Today, I wanted to draw the cats in my ClanGen game before any big changes happen. This is all before we reach a year in the clan, but we're pretty close, and I'm excited to see what happens next. As a recap, Denclan is made up of a bunch of shelter cats who got loose after the truck transporting them got into an accident. Many cats escaped into the woods, but this group of cats stuck together after getting lost, and spirits helped them form Denclan. Let's start with the leader of Denclan, Coursestar. He's been a little thorn in my side with this playthrough, and I thought his altruistic personality would be a great quality for later. But instead he keeps making questionable decisions, and has even confided in the medicine cat apprentice that he doesn't want to be leader. I feel like he's been a little more selfish than helpful towards his clan. He's got a general dislike from everybody except for his former apprentice, but even then they've been snapping at each other. I think it's really funny that no one really likes him, but they also don't dislike him. He took a strong dislike to Quimbly Bright when he joined, to the point that he made him cross the clan border, which resulted in old Quimbly getting a scar. He's not even like an angry old man. He's like 70 moons, which I think is middle age. I think his pre-clan life, before he was even in the shelter even, he was a foster dad for kittens, before his owners decided to drop him off at the shelter, for a reason he doesn't quite understand. The deputy, and the most responsible leader figure in Denclan, is Gorse. He's not really done anything too notable, but he does butt heads with Coursestar. He's not itching for leadership, but I know Gorse isn't liking his current leader. He was Hayspot's mentor before the little guy decides to become a medicine cat, and I think that broke his heart. But he focused on his job until Coursestar gave him a new apprentice. Everyone is neutral to Gorse. His closest friend is Hollypond, but since she's older and a lone wolf, they're more like respected acquaintances. If she wasn't about to retire, he'd choose her to be his deputy. His current apprentice is Lostpaw, and he takes mentoring him very seriously. He wants to teach the new generation of cats everything he knows. I like thinking that he and Hollypond were strays who visited the same houses before they both got caught and got sent to the shelter. They're the only cats who knew each other prior and became comfortable knowing that they're surviving together now. Now we got two medicine cats. And I'm really glad I did make Hayspot's a medicine cat, because his mentor, Branchspots, became pregnant. I know in the books, medicine cats having mates and kits is a big no-no, but I decided to allow her and Sage Sun to be mates only because Hayspot's was a full medicine cat. In my playthrough, as long as there's at least one healthy medicine cat to care for the clan, the other one can have kits. Anyway, I really liked Branchspot's design. She's so pretty. And I like her personality is strange. I think it's because she was just a cat really interested in herbs before becoming a medicine cat. She's not had as many interesting spiritual events as Hayspot's, but maybe she's not as closely linked to the ancestors as he is. Now, I was shocked to see Sage Sun and her had a mutual attraction to each other, and I didn't know if I wanted to leave them be or put them together right away, but I decided to go ahead with it, and boy, when I did, it was like an immediate pregnancy. I'm sure there'll be kittens in the next episode of my playthrough, and I really can't wait to see what they look like. Next is Hayspot's, and he's been my favorite lad. I mean, he's got pants. Can't get any fancier than that. He's a faithful man, and I think as a kitten, he was always seeing something. You know when your cat stares at the corner of your room or meows at something that you can't see? Yeah, he was that little kitten. He wasn't unfriendly, but didn't like to be pet, and would just sit and converse with something that wasn't on this plane of existence. Which is probably why he was sent to a shelter. He struggled really hard with this abandonment and being so young, but being taught by branch spots helped him come to terms with his faith in the spirits and their worlds. He's very caring for his fellow cats, even if some of them find him weird. He's got a little friendship with Tumblefoot, but he's also a little bit of an oddball. Hayspots really do be given protagonist vibes, and I'm excited to see what happens next for him. Our first warrior is Holly Pond. She's a lonesome cat, and getting up there in moons. I think cats retire at the age of 120 moons. She's probably the most background warrior here. She's got no dislikes, very neutral toward everybody else except for Bitter Gorse. I mean, they've known each other before the clan, so they have mutual respect. She hasn't gotten an apprentice, and looks like she won't be getting one before retirement, but I think she'd prefer that. She's kind to the kids and helped Quimbly Bright watch his 3 before they became apprentices, but that's about it. Other than that, she's a really good fighter, and takes silent pride in being able to protect her clan. I don't think she'll relax once she's an elder. I think she's got enough spunk in her to still attempt to sneak out to go hunting or patrolling. Now we got the youngest warrior at 19 moons, Flame Pond. She was my favorite to design. I love her pattern and gradients and those deep blue eyes. Flamepaw was Coursestar's apprentice and had really looked up to him as he taught her. He passed down some compassionate qualities to her, and she's been such a sweetheart since. But with all the drama surrounding him now, she's not sure what to do. She was pleasantly shocked when she was given Fawn Pond to mentor, and is very giddy to teach her all she knows. One of their outings is actually a repeat of her and Coursestar's outing, which I thought was really cute. It's like she wants to be the very best teacher, so she's going through what she went through with him. Her pre-shelter life was that she was a birthday present to a child who just treated her like a toy and got tired of carrying her very soon after. And sadly, the parents just sent her to a shelter. She's a lot happier now that she's got a big family of cats who take care of her. Tumblefoot is our next warrior, and this guy is like a mischief incarnate. He was formerly an alley cat and loves to gossip. I took the executive decision to cut the tip of his ear off, even though it's not in the sprite. I like to think that he was a TNR cat, and he just kinda goes with the flow. If other cats ask about his ear, he just makes up a story like fighting a huge dog, or he was caught and eaten by a monster before he escaped. He's a really playful guy and doesn't take things seriously. He gets on Bitter Gorse's nerves sometimes, though. Coursestar gave him Batpaw as an apprentice and hopes to teach him some responsibility, but alas, it doesn't work. Tumblefoot is the type of cat that'll go out and wander for days before coming back as if nothing happened. He's such a goofball, and I really love drawing him. I wanted him to be a smaller and chubbier cat, and I really wanted to give him that playful, I know what I did sort of smile, because of course he will cause problems. Sedge Sun is another favorite. I was concerned when I read his personality was cold, but he was actually a really charming cat towards Branch Spots. He gave her the cardinal feathers as a gift, and really won her and my heart. I think he's cold because he wasn't ready to open up to anybody. Maybe he has bad trust issues or something. But almost as soon as he saw Branch Spots, they just hit it off. They're a really cute couple. I wasn't expecting mates so soon, but I appreciate them. Truly an OTP. I'm not sure what his life was like prior. Maybe he's been passed around so much he doesn't expect to stay anywhere permanently. He's a pretty cat and I love his markings. I did intend on drawing the both of them as if they were looking at each other lovingly, him a little bit more shy than Branch Spots. He's overwhelmingly happy to be a father and cannot wait to see his kids. He's definitely a cat I've kept my eye on since the beginning, and maybe when their kids are born, I'll have new cats to be excited to follow. Bugfrost also has background character syndrome. She's done nothing significant except to piss off Bitter Gorse. Doesn't help that she's an ambitious cat too. She's not a clan founder, she was a loner that they invited and she joined almost too willingly. Although she's done nothing too significant, I still have suspicious vibes about her intentions. I feel like she's gunning for Bitter Gorse's position, but I can't tell. She's so strange. I do like her name, and her simplistic design was really a breath of fresh air. For a while, I thought Coursestar would give her an apprentice, but he did not. He's probably also suspicious of her. Oh well, there's always next time when Branch Spots has her kits. I was thinking she and Coursestar would be good mates, but taking a glance at their relationship on both sides, I see they don't really like each other. Bugfrost has a lot of potential, and I'm really excited to see where her ambitions take her. Quimbly Bright is my favorite dad. He was a former kitty pet and joined the clan after Bugfrost with his 3 kits, Lost Kit, Marsh Kit, and Frond Kit. His name gives me so much joy to say. It is so fun. He looks exactly like Coursestar, and it was really hard for me to tell which was which for a while. I decided to give him some tufty cheeks to make them look a little different. He's a faithful cat, and was told by a whisper in the winds to bring his kits to the forest, and he followed the advice. He doesn't regret it, especially knowing that his kits probably would have been taken away. He and Coursestar really don't like each other, especially after Coursestar ordered him to cross the border into an enemy clan territory, where Quimbly Bright was attacked and got a bite scar. I think he resents his leader after that, as I've never really had any good interactions after. He was given his own daughter, Marsh Kit, to mentor, and he's happy that he gets to still be a figure in his kids' lives. I low-key appreciate the scar he has. It makes figuring out who he is a lot easier. Our only elder is currently Fleet Holly. Thought she looked really cute and gave very grandma vibes, and was happy she hadn't died yet. Her pre-clan life was just being a shelter cat. She wasn't picked at all during her entire life, and eventually was determined to be too old to adopt out. She's a sweetheart, and I might be biased because I have only known my cat as elderly when I was growing up, but she's been happy to be given a second opportunity at life. Being an elder, she does have cranky moments, but really loves having so many cats around her that take care of her. She tells stories to the younger cats, and has mentioned life has gotten a whole lot better now. I love her very much, and I really hope she doesn't die anytime soon. Finally, the apprentices. We'll start with Batpaw since he's the oldest. He's had a very eventful childhood, probably because he's a little troublemaker. Most memorably, he was grabbed by a hawk, but thankfully saved by Flame Pond. That scared me so much, but thank goodness he didn't have any lasting scars. He's still young, as are the other apprentices, so nothing has really happened to them, and I don't have much to say. I think Batpaw being mentored by Tumblefoot will just cause more mischief, and I'm excited for that. I can't wait to see what his warrior name will be. He's got 2 moons left of training. I think I'm gonna tie the triplets into like one ramble. I had originally written 3 separate scripts for them, but they're all so young and haven't really done anything other than become apprentices, so I have no strong feelings towards them. They're Quimbly Bright's kits and are 8 moons old, so they're still very young. Not sure who their mother is, but I think Quimbly Bright might have had a thing with another kitty pet. She didn't want kits, so because she refused to care for them, they gave the kittens to Quimbly's owners, so that they had some parent care for them. Marshpaw and Lostpaw are the only siblings that seem to have a dislike for each other, but I'm concluding that as sibling rivalry trying to become the best warrior. They had a lot of bickering type interactions, while Frondpaw is a lot more chill. Lostpaw I definitely see as a pretty boy, and his design was a pain for me. He has no right to be that complicated. I like to think that Lostpaw really hates that one spot that's on his side, like it's breaking up his beautiful coat pattern, therefore he is no longer the most beautiful cat in the clan now. I really love that the sisters Marshpaw and Frondpaw have the same coat pattern, even though they do not have the same colors. They have plenty of room to grow and experience things, so I'm hoping to see some more of that. And that is all of my cats in Denclan. Well, so far. Not really a year in, but maybe next time I draw them, I'll do a 2-year update. But this was really fun. I'm really enjoying ClanGen, and I want to get back to that as soon as I can. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe if you want to see more content like this from me. Goodbye, everybody!